back to another episode of Nomifactory, where, as you saw in the intro, we finally got some new MV machinery, including the assembling machine and alloy smelter, as well as a lathe to get our sapphire lens in order to upgrade our EBFs to HV. But yeah, y'all are wondering, well, what are we gonna do today's episode? I think we should finally start getting into the more chemical part of GT. Now, and the first complicated chemical chain is polyethylene, which is just ethylene and oxygen. Oxygen we have plenty of, but how do we get ethylene? Well, we have multiple ways of doing it, though the way I'm going to do it is chemical reacting it with sulfuric acid, which we also have on passive, but what about ethanol? How are we going to get ethanol? Ideally, we want to do a distillation tower of fermented biomass because we get a whole bunch of goodies as well with some other as well as some fertilizer. But this is quite the stainless steel dump, and we don't have stainless steel yet. So for now, we're gonna do just the biomass to ethanol, which means we're gonna have to do some brewing machines with some sugarcane, which thankfully we produce infinite of. And I did turn the second one off because these produce quite the amount of lag. But yeah, anyway, since if we go back to the biomass recipe, it's 8 seconds for 20, and we need 500 for 300 liters of ethanol. Now that's a horrendous ratio. But thankfully, since since breweries take absolutely zero power, we can have a load of them and just power them with like a 1 amp converter. But yeah, let's get started on it. So first of all, let's see, we need distilleries. We're gonna need them MV, but for the breweries, we're just gonna get them LV. And then we're also going to need we're gonna need some energy converters. Let's do a 4 amp MV one, wherever that may be. That's 16. There's 4. And then for LV, we could just do a 1. But yeah, let's see. What do we need for distilleries? Actually, let's get the breweries first, because we're probably going to need a lot of pumps and a lot of circuits. 2. Yep, so there's 2 6. And there's our brewery quest. Yeah, I think we're right now just waiting on rotors. And our wrench in there broke. Not to worry, we have another one here. So there's 4. Actually, if you come over here to our to be determined. Here, I still haven't figured out how I'm going to lay this out. What I do know is that we're going to have 2, 3, 4. There's going to be our brewery. And then all this is going to feed into a distillery. And then here we're going to have a chemical reactor. Actually, it's probably going to be a line of chemical reactors. Yeah, here for making ethylene. Here we're going to have the fermenter. Then here we're going to have the chemical reactor. And I'll probably use fluid pipe just because it looks cool. And it saves me having to do conduits. Chemical reactor with sulfuric. I'll put a storage bus on the chemical reactor over there, assuming I have space. And then with that ethylene, I'll kind of round robin it between polyethylene and then over here making vinyl chloride and then polyvinyl chloride. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get what we have. How many hulls do we have left? We only have 1. Okay. Do I have any iron rods here casually? Maybe? No. Iron. Well, that's probably more than enough copper nickel rods. Let's just keep picking up rotors, pick up our cables and whatnot. And then for the rubber rings, how can we do this? Rubber pulp, which we can get by macerating. Because I'm gonna need some tin cable for that. Right, and there's rubber rings. Probably not gonna use pipe in a sec, so. Yep, but we're still missing the iron rods, which should be done. Let's put these to pulverize. Actually, it's a 1A converter. Yeah, I could just use 1X. There we go. The final pump. There we go. Let's get our circuits back. And let's get our rest of our copper cable. Until let's make the converter. And we still need the MV pump. We're missing a steel pipe, and we're also missing some copper cable. There we go. There's our MV pump. Now, what exactly are we missing? Alright. I used the hull that was there. To create the energy converter. And there's our distillery. In terms of copper nickel cable. Actually, I don't. Why did I do 4A? Over here and there. So there's our distillery. There's our 4A. And then we're going to need 2 more. It's kind of weird just building them this tall, but I'll probably have the interface right here. Could probably move it all to the right. Yeah, let's do that. Right, there we go. I guess I could just do like a 1x copper for now. Because I think that only pulls however much it needs. Oh. Game crash? Okay, okay. Game seems to have stabilized. Okay, let's just reset this up. Just probably should get efficiency on these cutters. There we go. And for this guy, I know I'm definitely going to need, actually, because I think biomass, yeah, biomass to ethanol actually gives an item byproduct. So, okay, we are going to have to use conduits. Actually, no, let's raise it 1. I'm not liking that it's just gonna kind of sit on the ground. I'm trying to build a big old base and stuff, and I'm not having stuff sit on the ground. There we go. Once I facade it and stuff, should look better. I'll just do that. And then here, just disconnect the item part completely. And here, let's insert on brown. Alright, well, that's that part over with. And now ethanol plus sulfuric is an MV recipe. So it seems like we're going to need another MV hull. And for a chemical reactor, what would that be? A rotor. And oh, that's actually kind of easy. And yeah, I can extend the here because let's see, how much is the power requirement? Or just ethylene. That's polyethylene. It's 120, and then polyethylene is LV. Okay. So I should be fine just making 4x Cooper nickel. Alright, let's go. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I think it's let's put this here. I think it's time we finally put these guys to use. So I'll set up everything up and I'll catch up with y'all once we're ready to have the system run. Alright, and here I finally poked everything up below. They should be getting power. And we're out of item conduits, of course. Here we're gonna fluid outputs that. Actually, biomass to ethanol, does that give us anything? Actually, nope, I don't need these conduits. What I do need is this though. No. Extract brown. And here I should be able to do that. And then using that. Cannot receive item baguette. Copied condensate. Okay, yeah, let's just insert brown. There we go. And now it just seems we're gonna need an interface and some fluid pipes. Here we have this. We have our fluid pipes. Now the question is, how much is a fluid interface? Oh, it's actually cheaper than a standard interface. Okay, but let's set these up right now. AE2. Let's do that. Let's take some off our offhand. Let's have them all flow this way. And this is going to be making ethylene. So this will work for now. Alright, and let's also replace this. Some copper nickel. Yeah, this should be getting more than enough power. So we're also going to need an endervoir. I forgot. Okay, so thank God we actually did make up some more conduits. Probably put the endervoir like right here. Alright, that's copper. Conduit probe. Insert fluid. Why does having offhand things just mess with so many things? Alright, there we go. Let's not fall off. So something we can actually recycle from our setup over here. Yeah, I finally added these little maintenance tunnels. Is this endervoir right here. Right. So there's water completely taken care of. We have enough for a second pump. No, we're missing motors. Oh, there's our pump. And then we need lapis plates. I'm actually running low on lapis. Let's cut 4 blocks down. This should get us 36. Yep, there we go. Alright, and we were crushing down some fluix. Fluid interface. Thank you very much. Let's do that. And annihilation cores, which is 34. And then for storage bus, we're going to need a pump. That should take care of most of our things. Then we're going to need some extra circuits to, program the things. Actually, no, I think only the distillery requires a circuit. But yeah, let's get 2 buckets of water. Let's set this up, see if it works. Let's start our endervoir. Extract round. All these should be getting water. Now if we set out our standard interface, extract here. If we do sugarcane, that's round robin. And here should be as simple as circuit 1. Alright, I could just edit to fluid output. Okay, it's slowly but surely getting. It's getting there. And now I just need to give it sulfuric acid. And that should be ethylene. So fluid storage bus, conduit. Do I have any extra fluids? Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be jank, but acid. And then kind of just conduit spaghetti our way up here. Device online, and I'm probably gonna need to storage bus the oxygen as well. You could probably have it here. Get one ME conduit, fluid interface, sulfuric acid, and then oxygen. No, it's oxygen plasma. This is for sulfuric acid. And there we go. It's 60 seconds, but actually, how much ethylene does this give us? It's a whole bucket plus a bucket of diluted sulfuric. Could just fluid pipe into a distillery. Yeah, I'll probably plan that out probably between episodes, just to not spend the entire time doing this. But we're going to need one more chemical reactor and one more fluid storage bus. So there's our fluid. Oh wait, okay. I thought I messed up there. And that should be yet our other chemical reactor. And now we just need that third rotor. There's our pump. Storage bus. Let's partition it. Let's take the storage away, put it up one. Let's put the chemical reactor here. Insert oxygen. Now actually, what we're gonna do is some craftiness. Yeah, so I already have lapis place, right? Let's make some zinc foil. Fluid filter. Hopefully this works as I think it does. Filter fill. Ethylene. So I want to have like the thing, the distiller, like up here. You know what? This is some omega jank, but it works. Yep, ethylene, oxygen. On oxygen on circuit 1. Circuit 1. And there we go. We have polyethylene. Let's see, did any of the quests count? No. Does that count? Yep. Actually, because 293K. Let's grab a bucket of you. Polyethylene. And there we go. There we have polyethylene. Now all we need is to fluid solidify it. But I think what we're first going to do is we're going to head towards the HV assembler. Because SMD components are going to make circuits way easier to do. But first we're going to need HV machine holes, and that requires stainless steel. Well, if we go look to stainless steel, well, let's see, it's manganese, nickel, iron, and chrome. We're like, oh, well, you know, we seem to have a lot of these, which we actually do, yes. So it's multiples of 6. So let's just do 10. Nickel is just 1. 6 to 1. Manganese, I think it's the same. Yeah, it's 1 to 6, everything to iron. And so if we get chrome. Now, first of all, we're going to have to pulverize all of this. And here, if we circuit 3, and this is taking 30 seconds, so I'm gonna have to electrolyze. No, centrifuge. We could just put it back here, and it's going to take its time. So I'll get back with y'all once this is done. All right, so there's our stainless steel. Turns out I got the ratios a bit wrong, so now we have some leftover iron dust. It's kind of just laying around. No, let's see. With these guys had M. Oh no, it's actually an H recipe, so it's 55 seconds. So I was gonna have to upgrade them regardless. Yep, so that's gonna be 55 seconds. Though between cuts, I did set up, or well, not set up, but I did grab our extra distillery for the sulfuric acid. And does this need a circuit? Yes, it does. I'm gonna have to batch up more circuits. That's what I basically thought would happen. Right, so you have power. And we're gonna be using vanadium steel instead. Is there a way to limit pipes? Restrictive pipes, is that what they're called? Let's see. Restrictive pipe. Or is this for only for items? Yes, only for items. Let's see. If we made another like fluid filter, would I be able to? You know what? It works. Screwdriver. Filter fill. Diluted sulfuric. Right, so now we shouldn't ever get ethylene over here. Now if we get a tank here, we should be able. Actually, we're gonna need more vanadium steel pipes. There we go. And now oxygen isn't completely free because we're so relying on water electrolysis. Now let's lock you. What were this, quadruple pipes or whatever? Yeah. Yeah, that probably would have had to done gold, and that's something we are perpetually low on. Oh, there's even non-nuple. Wasn't there like a quad input hatch or something like that? Yeah, input output. Alright, well, that is polyethylene done with. And over here, yeah, we're going to need to solidify some of those. Let's get our plate. We're going to need gold cable. Okay. Might as well start making some of it. Yeah, just 4 of our polyethylene cells. And let's start solidifying some of them. Do we have any stainless steel yet? Yes, we do. Stainless steel. And that officially puts us at the HV age. Though, we're still poor circuit-wise, so for now, let us get a hole and we'll worry about the rest later. So those are polyethylene sheets. Is that also quest? Yes, it was. That opens up super tanks and auto crafting. Oh right. I mean, it's still tier 3 circuits for auto crafting, but you know, they're not really viable onto stuff like this. So let's put that there. Actually, probably gonna need one more. Cause it's usually 8 plus 1. There's our casing. And there's our HV machine hull. And we still have quite the amount of stainless steel to cook up, and I have to go prettyify that setup. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to batch craft more circuits between episodes. And next time we'll hopefully get SMD diodes and probably get our assembler, SMD diodes, and maybe even a distillation tower. But yeah, we'll worry about that next episode. I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.